All right. Shigaraki, baby, versus Mahito. The thumbnail's really funny in this one because it looked like Shigaraki's like, yeah, and then Mahito's like, ah. So I think one of them's having a better time than the other. Does it just start the? Okay, so this is what the animation's gonna look like. Oh, that reminds me of the Tom Shaw. Oh, Shaw Chiplock. Okay. I know that voice or that name. This animation, bro. Wow. Wait. Oh no, that's just from the. Okay. I don't. Wait, was that from the anime? That shot? Well, if not, then our boys could be in it, I guess. I don't know. Oh, I think it's starting. Or I think. Hello? No, this is still the trailer. Is this just gonna go straight to the trailer? How does this work? I guess it's premiering now. Change comics. Howdy to you. Sorry if I'm not always looking at the comments. I'll be focusing on this. And I'm a little thrown off. I'm not gonna lie. I was expecting this tomorrow. I was about to watch Solo Leveling, and now this is out. Who's going to win, Gore? That's a great question. I'm gonna guess Mahito, but I'm never right about these things. It feels like there's always like an obvious winner, and then they go, nah. Nah, it's this one. You're wrong. They always have a sneak peek of the fight before. Yeah, I know. They have a little trailer, but like the trailer wasn't going straight to the premiere, so I had to refresh it. I thought it would just like when the premiere's starting, it would just automatically start the premiere, but you had to actually refresh it for that to happen. Also, this premiering early was a surprise. Yeah, like what the hell? Come on. Last episode is Solo Leveling. I guess I'll be a little late with that one. Right after this is done, though, I'm gonna wrap it up quick. Shit. Oh, wait. Oh, here it comes. There we go, baby. Fight, kiss.
Shigaraki versus Mahito.
The symbol of fear.
I hope they kiss. That'd be so awesome.
He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win.
Death friend battle. Oh, shit. I'm watching the wrong one.
Tenko Shimura was just a sweet, shy boy who loved superheroes.
Until he murdered everyone.
And of fate can't abide sweet, shy boys.
Ruthlessly beaten and abused by his hero-hating father, Tenko pushed beyond his emotional limits until he activated his inherent
he's 21?
superpower,
Okay.
or quirk.
It wasn't something cool like flight or super strength. In his terror, he accidentally killed his whole family. Well, except for dear old dad. That one was intentional.
Tenko wandered the streets alone, silently begging for someone, anyone, to help him. If only a hero was there to save him. But instead, the only open hand he found belonged to the devil.
All for one. The greatest supervillain in history.
Yeah.
He took Tenko under his
Big
wing,
piece of
feeding
shit,
him
all for
hatred of
one.
everyone and everything, and grooming him to one day lead his league of villains in destroying hero society.
With that came a new name, Tomura Shigaraki, and an
yeah.
absolutely nightmarish quirk, Decay. It does what it
It
says
is
on the tin.
nightmarish.
Anything Shiggy touches with all
It's
five
one of the
fingers
few
turns to dust.
quirks in
Perfect power for
My
someone
Hero
who
where it's just
wants
like,
to
God
destroy.
damn.
Pretty menacing, if not for that dorky-ass costume. I get it, hands are his thing, but
What?
come on. They just look so dumb
What?
and fake.
No.
Those
What?
aren't prosthetics. Those are real hands from his family that he killed, attached to his face. And
Where's the dog
explicitly
paws?
commanded to be left there by his mentor so that he would never forget.
Now,
his
that's not
grave.
exactly true, right? Isn't it like, well, it is their
His
hands,
use
but
of
isn't it like
decay
plastered
started
and
off
something?
Relatively weak. It rapidly increased in power and range as Shigaraki
Someone
came
said
into his
that.
own.
I don't know if that's
Decay
true.
isn't even limited to whatever he's touching. Anything that touches something he's decaying.
Yeah, it's gonna
also
spoil you if you haven't watched My Hero
Spreading
yet.
like an all-consuming miasma that can wipe out.
It's definitely gonna spoil
anything from an
Jujutsu
enormous
Kaisen,
tower to
so
an
you
entire
never watched that.
city.
If decay reaches you, your only hope is to isolate the
done.
body part that is disintegrating before it gets to something vital.
After years of training with the greatest supervillain of all time, Shigaraki was finally put in charge of his own team with one mission: He must kill his
Mahito.
master's rival, the #1 hero, All Might.
Only to fall flat on his face.
Shigaraki was a terrible leader, quick-tempered,
Yeah, he's not
short-sighted,
good.
and, well,
Cringe. Oh, he's just so cringe.
Oh, yeah,
He
yeah,
uses
with
gamer
the game
lingo
references, yeah.
unironically. He whines like a baby when things don't go his way. He's the kind of guy who would say normie in real life, in front of normies.
but they say defeat is the greatest teacher of all. Only through struggle could Shigaraki manifest his dark conviction.
Right as All Might's new protege,
Yeah, why is
Izuku
every-
Midoriya was coming into his own.
Why does
as
every
well.
villain at this
These
point have a
two
creepy ass
rivals,
smile?
the inheritors of their master's blood feud, would push themselves past their own limitations.
Especially when All Might and All For One double KO'd each other, leaving Shigaraki to lead the League of Villains all by himself.
Well,
And with the stakes
that was a
higher than
double
ever
KO.
before, Shigaraki stepped
All Might
up.
was still
He
awake.
personally battled the monstrous Gigantomachia for a month
He
and a half
won.
straight. And
He
conquered
posed and
other
everything? What the
organizations
fuck?
to create the Paranormal Liberation Front. Thousands of new soldiers for his personal army.
All to impress All For One's personal quack, Dr. Ujiko, who spent months upgrading Shigaraki's body to make it more like his sensei's. It might have been constant agony, but Shiggy went from Chud to Chad.
Ujiko's experimentation vastly increased Shigaraki's strength, speed, and durability. Enough to
Yeah,
match
I
and
think
surpass
Mahito's gonna
even
win.
All Might's absurd power.
Sharing All Might's power between them, Deku and Bakugo were able to
Wait,
punch
what?
an island
You think
hole in a
Shigaraki
cloud
will win?
that reached 2
Oh, no, I
dozen
think you got
miles
the
into
names
sky.
swapped
We've
if you think-
calculated that
I don't think
before
he
to be
can
nearly
see
80
souls.
million megatons of TNT, almost as much as the meteor that wiped out the dinosaurs.
And Shigaraki can now move
Hell
fast
yeah,
enough that
bro.
his body produces hypersonic shockwaves and can even catch lasers.
Because they are using his
He's tough enough to
full-on
survive
abilities.
Star
That means that the
Strike's
All For One,
intercontinental ballistic cruise punch.
whatever's going
Now
on
the
there.
new name for my penis. Move over, gigantic Megastorm.
He's got an anime
It
dick.
also made a blast so big it showed up against the curvature of the Earth.
Though he might seem invincible, when Shigaraki's body is pushed hard enough, he will evolve into a state of uncontrollable power.
So Decay became.
Oh,
shit.
no, don't show that.
Warheads.
Shigaraki can spontaneously generate flesh into existence, seemingly oceans of it in an
yep.
instant, whenever he wants. He can even use it as a type of armor to defend himself in close combat.
But that's nothing
Okay.
compared to Ujiko's greatest gift. Shigaraki wanted to be the new All For One. So what better way than the old man's quirk?
All For One's quirk, All For One, allows its user to steal and
Steal
store
their
quirks with
quirk,
just
yeah.
a touch.
And All For One has hundreds
Oh, yeah, I
of them
forgot he
stored
took
up, collected over the
Hawks'
years.
quirk.
Each quirk is connected to a memory of its user's essence in the form of a spirit, a vestige.
Kinda like a piece of their soul.
As you said in
they
the
exist in this
comment.
kinda psychic world in Shigaraki's body, and can even act as a spiritual defense should it be invaded.
And with those vestiges came quirks.
seen that a
like
couple
super
times.
Fast healing,
But
air blast,
d-
radio
confused-
waves, flight,
co-
telekinesis,
correct me if I'm wrong,
teleportation,
doesn't
and the
Mahito-
ability to track foes.
he can
And you
control
combine
souls though.
multiple quirks together.
Alright, we'll
like
see.
in this big ass electric Kamehameha.
He can
However,
reform
any
souls.
vestige stolen or destroyed will also remove that quirk from Shigaraki's repertoire.
Right.
They're also
Repertoire.
sentient, and some can even fight for control.
Which
Yeah,
is when
as we
the
saw.
second shoe finally dropped.
Oh, girl.
Because
In the
Shigaraki
beginning of
also
last
got All
season.
For One's vestige, that means All For One was now in possession of a shiny new body that he'd spent the last 15 years molding for him to take
Oh
over.
yeah, Mahito's a
Shigaraki's
fucking
entire
menace.
existence was planned from the beginning. Why?
I'm not gonna lie, when I
Because
saw that, I
All Might's
thought it said
previous
Biden.
mentor was Nana Shimura,
And I Biden my
Tenko's
time.
grandmother.
Oh,
Yeah.
that to mess with All Might. That is some next level hating right there.
He manipulated
fucking-
Shigaraki's entire
Dude, All For
life,
One is a
all for
fucking
one
dick.
purpose. To create a soul so corrupted, it would grind away at All Might's perfect world, allowing All For One to take full control.
But All For One's possession wasn't complete, and Shiggy managed to fight his way back to the top. Literally
wait, I don't-
decaying his way through
wait.
vestiges in the
I don't wanna-
process, all to fight his rival
I think,
Deku
is
one
this
last
what-
time.
I think-
Despite
yeah, I
Izuku's
think they're
best
describing
efforts
the
to
ending. I'm
save
not gonna
him,
listen to this part.
Shigaraki was too
I was hoping they
far
wouldn't get
gone.
to the ending. I'm
His
not gonna
spirit
listen to this part.
decayed by years of
I think
venomous
they're talking
hatred.
about the
And the
ending.
new
Yeah.
symbol of hope defeated the new symbol of fear, burying All For One's grudge for good.
All that Shigaraki asked was to be remembered as the heartless destroyer he was raised to be, and not the broken, angry, crying little boy he really was deep inside.
For just that one moment, though, Shiggy got in Deku the only thing he'd been
I think they're
denied
still
his
talking
whole
about it.
life.
I don't know, I'm
The
just gonna
one
wait until it
thing
goes
his
to the-
lifelong nihilistic tantrum was really all about.
Yeah, I guess
He
you don't have to
got
watch
a
My
hero
Hero.
who tried to save him.
All
This
right,
battle
we're
is
good.
sponsored by Robinhood Gold.
Ooh, I got away from that.
Robinhood Gold, you can now enjoy the VIP treatment, receiving a 3%
I got away from
IRA
that
match on retirement contributions.
Relatively
The
unscathed.
privileges of the very
That's
privileged
nice.
are no
I was expecting
longer
them to talk about the
exclusive.
ending.
With Robinhood Gold,
I get. I mean, there's only a few more
contributions
episodes of the
are
anime. at
boosted
this
by
point, so.
3%.
Plus, you also get 4%
Yeah, they have to
APY on
discuss
your
the
cash
entire-
and
yeah, that's fine. Well,
non-retirement
that's it.
accounts. That's over
Took it off for like
8
30
times the
seconds,
national
it's fine.
savings average. The perks of the high net worth are now available for any network.
Yeah, they
The new
usually talk
gold
about
standard
spoilers.
is
For
here
some reason, I
with
was expecting them
Robinhood
not
Gold.
to for this
To
one because
receive
I
your
thought all of
3%
his
boost
abilities
on
were
annual IRA
revealed.
contributions.
I guess that's
Sign
not the
up at
case.
robinhood.com/gold.
Like I thought they only
This
talk about the
involves
full
risk.
story
Rate subject to
if they
change.
have to
3%
because of
match requires
their
Robinhood Gold at
abilities.
$5 a
I'm
month
assuming
for
the
1
same
year
thing will
for
happen
first
with
match and
Mahito,
must
even
keep funds
though
in IRA
if you
for
watch the
5
last
years. Go to
season of
robinhood.com/boost.
Jujutsu Kaisen.
Over 8 times the national average savings
I don't know
account
if that's
interest
gonna
rate
be-
claim is based on data from the FDIC as of November 18th, 2024. Robinhood Financial LLC, member SIPC. Gold membership is offered by Robinhood Gold LLC.
All right, well, we'll see. I mean, yeah, I don't know. All right, I want to hear
Cain
Mahito.
slew his brother Abel and wetted his fields with his blood.
I mean, to be
man's
fair-
greatest fear has been his fellow man.
I won't say anything, but let's
What
just
if
say,
this
you know,
fear took on a life of its own?
What
Shigaraki
if
lasted
all that
longer.
negative emotion humans felt for one another spilled from their bodies and congealed, forming over time a living
I want
being
Shigaraki to
fueled by
win,
malice,
'cause I hate
which
Mahito.
believes in nothing but the law of the jungle.
Well, then you'd have the special grade curse with the patch face, Mahito. Oh, I've
Piece
had
of
people tell
shit.
me I've become a human disaster curse when I've had too many
Piece of
mojitos.
shit Mahito.
Mahito is one of the deadliest beings to ever afflict mankind. He's no mere mortal,
Fan of
though,
J.R.R.
but a
Tolkien?
cursed spirit. Innumerable
What?
spirits exist, weaker or stronger,
Name means
depending
true
on the
person,
amount of
okay.
anxieties, jealousies,
bullshit.
hatreds, and fears humans feel about them.
Like the fear
That was
of
a
locusts,
fucking lie.
kinda weak. Or the fear of smallpox, getting stronger. Or the fear of fire. Oh,
Volcano
goodbye,
Man.
Tokyo.
So it follows that mankind's fear of itself
I have
will
a
be
fear of volcano,
extremely
guys.
Powerful. Those negative emotions manifest as Mahito, a being composed
Oh, yeah.
of cursed energy.
Both
It's
the English
basically
and the
like
Japanese
evil
voiceover
ki.
for
Cursed
Mahito's
energy
pretty
can be
good.
used to make spirits way stronger, faster,
Especially the
and
Japanese
tougher
one.
than any normal human, and it's invisible.
When
making curses
the-
like Mahito
what happened
impossible
when,
for the untrained eye to see.
Nanami
Only a
in
life
the
or death
last season, and then,
situation can galvanize
our
a
boy
normal
showed up.
person to see a cursed spirit.
That also makes cursed
When he's
spirits virtually
taunting him,
immune
that was
to physical damage.
really good.
They may be physically present in space, but
Right.
can only be harmed
So
by
how's
attacks that embody spirit
Shigaraki
matter
gonna
like
beat
cursed
him
energy.
though?
Which makes
He doesn't have
curses
cursed
insanely
energy.
hard to get rid of.
You know what I mean?
Ghosts, cockroaches,
I guess he's
or my
fine.
ex. That's why you need a Jujutsu sorcerer to come in and Kaizen the shit out of them. They call it exorcism, but I like the way I said it better.
Curses and sorcerers have battled each other for millennia, waging an endless
Oh, really?
war over the fate of humanity. Almost exclusively in Japan, though, for some reason.
Oh.
But Mahito is special. You see, most curses are basically dumb animals. But
yeah.
Mahito has so much cursed energy that it gave him sentience.
So he was recruited by Kenjaku alongside other special grade disaster curses to wreak
Jogo.
havoc upon the world. In fact, they made Mahito their leader.
And even more frightening than intelligence and bloodlust, Mahito possessed philosophy.
Perhaps informed by the tragic meaninglessness of interhuman
So I've seen this one
conflict,
already.
Mahito is an
What they're saying right
existential
here.
nihilist, believing in nothing but his own will to power. It's a
Because they released
dog-eat-dog
some of the,
world, and Mahito
analysis
is
early.
the wolf.
Which also makes him kind of a goofball. If nothing matters, why not have fun with the slaughter?
Yay!
Steps in.
Let's
He
just murder
loves to
everything.
dig around and toy with your
Yeah,
emotions
here's
like a
our boy.
cartoon character
Junpei,
before
that's his name, right?
slitting your throat.
An appropriate analogy, considering his curse
Well.
technique, idle transfiguration.
Using his cursed energy, Mahito can
Yeah.
control anyone's soul with just a touch, including his own. In fact, he's so good at
They
manipulating
allow
his own
Shigaraki to
soul
perceive
that you
souls he will
can't
be allowed
even
to hurt
kill the
Mahito,
bastard
so I
without
guess so.
directly
Yeah.
targeting it.
In
That makes
Jujutsu
sense.
Kaisen, the soul and
I mean,
the
you could
body
beat his
share
ass,
a
I guess, but,
mutable
you wouldn't be able to
Whatever
kill him,
happens
right?
to the former affects the latter.
But I guess if you
Lets
can do that,
Mahito
then
squash,
maybe you're
stretch,
right.
and shape-shift his body into literally anything he wants, like Play-Doh. He can turn his limbs into blades or clubs, grow wings like a bird or fins like a fish, reform his body around injuries, or even create clones.
Curse users are naturally unharmed by their own ability. Should he touch a human, though, his alterations to their body are instantly
That's
fatal.
so horrifying. He just created a sword out of that motherfucker.
Are gonna be impossible to heal.
Even if his alteration isn't directly fatal, the human body won't last more than a few moments in a transfigured state.
Oh, that with one touch.
Yeah.
I thought herpes was bad.
His powers mean Mahito treats humans as effectively disposable dolls.
I honestly now, but people in the chat are making me think, I don't know. Like, I get he can, like, the vestiges or souls pretty much, but doesn't he, wouldn't he have to...
Even more twisted is when
What would he have to do to even get to his soul? Wouldn't he have to, like...
together for soul multiplicity. Essentially,
I mean, if he has all for one's ability, then he just touches him once, right? And he'll grab it.
Mahito is
And
unbelievably
then you'll have his
creative with
soul.
his application of idol transfiguration.
Fucking head.
And despite being a
I hate
newborn
him.
curse, consistently
I
keeps
hate him
experienced
so
sorcerers
much.
on the back foot.
It helps that he's a quick study who's picked up a number of different curse techniques, like the Black Flash.
By applying cursed energy within 1 microsecond of an impact with an enemy, space
Wasn't that the
itself
one
will
that fucking-
distort, exponentially amplifying its
Our
force by
boy,
a factor of
it took him a long ass
2.5.
time to even
Not
figure
only
out.
does this
His
hurt
ass just like,
a
I could do
mother,
it.
It restores your curse technique and gets you fully in the zone.
And would require reflexes moving nearly 1,000 times the speed of sound. It's no surprise then that Mahito also unlocked the pinnacle of sorcerer techniques, the Domain Expansion.
Domain
Oh,
expansion!
More hands! A
Expand
domain is like a
dong!
barrier of cursed energy, but if you're caught inside, Mahito can use idol transfiguration instantly without even needing to touch you.
It's called
Expand
the
Dong
self-embodiment
Main.
of perfection, the ultimate expression of Mahito's absolute control over his victim's body and soul. The only time it ever failed was against the student sorcerer and Mahito's archenemy, Yuji Itadori.
Because not
His
only was
arch enemy?
Yuji
Yeah, I guess he
barfed
would be.
into some pretty little two shoes who
Oh, what he
believed
did to
in
his ass the last
inalienable
season,
rights
that's for
of all
sure.
living things, blah blah blah. He also had a curse inside of him,
The king of curses, Sukuna.
which meant
Yeah,
Mahito's
boy.
ability affected both souls in Yuji's body. Sukuna
Okay.
didn't like that.
Well, we'll find out in a minute who
Kicked
won.
Mahito's ass, forcing Patchface to fight with a
Oh, yeah.
handicap whenever facing his pink-haired menace.
You
Yuji's
goddamn
belief
right.
in the value of human life flew directly in the face of the world that Mahito knew.
But
to
he's
be
not gonna have that
cruel and
handicap with
meaningless. So
well,
he
actually,
made
would
his
he?
mission to
Hey,
crush
oh,
Yuji's
you know what? I
spirit
didn't even think
before
about that.
killing him,
That's
murdering
what's
his
gonna
friends,
happen, right?
defiling their
He's gonna
corpses, and
hit
brutally
Shigaraki,
battering
and then
him
all the
before
other
going in for the kill.
ability,
He's
the
got
vestiges
strength
inside him
to
will be
do
like,
it.
no.
Mahito's one of the most
Fuck outta
powerful
here.
curses in the world.
That's gonna
and his
happen.
growth is exponential.
Fellow disaster curse Jogo was able to summon a massive meteor capable of
Even though
reducing
most of the
city
vestiges
of
wouldn't
Shibuya
want to be there, so I don't.
That'd take an energy of over 800 kilotons of TNT.
And Mahito can take as good as he can give, especially when, in the throes of struggle against Yuji, he evolved, unlocking a vastly more powerful
God.
form, the instant body of distorted killing.
Complete with armored exoskeleton and arm blades, this was a taste of the almighty curse Mahito was growing into. A true blight on all mankind.
It wouldn't last. In a
No
bitter battle
shit.
of resolve, Yuji won out.
Woo!
In a dog-eat-dog world, there was now a bigger
Yeah, where you going,
So
pussy?
he tucked tail and
They-
ran away like a
All right. Well, to be fair, I don't know how
life suddenly
the
became a
Shigaraki
whole
one
lot
ended,
more
but this
meaningful
is a
the second
hilarious
it looked
ending
like
for
it
him.
was about
Hell
to
yeah.
end.
All that gleeful
Those smiley
nihilism,
friends.
just a bitter hypocrisy in the end.
For him, maybe,
Good.
but Mahito found
Fuck
a
you.
convert in his arch enemy.
I couldn't think
After
of
a
someone
battle that
more
wiped out
fucking-
thousands of innocent people. Yuji's youthful spirit was gone. The
Deserving
only
of a
thing left
fucking fate like
mattered
that.
Was exercising this curse.
Fuck
In a
out my
way,
face.
that was Mahito's final victory, the destruction of
Mahito?
another human being's soul. He may not have been around to see it, but the curse Mahito inflicted on the
I'm gonna have a
world would bring it
mojito while
to
murdering
its
your
knees.
ass. All right. Actually,
Hey,
there
do
you
you
go.
see that
Bro, I
drawing?
hate anime.
Yeah, that one.
Hell yeah,
That's
Angela.
your ticket to being a death battle champion. As a champion, you get all
Wait, did
sorts
they
of
nail that? Are we
exclusive
18 minutes
death
in?
battle content, like extra videos, live chats, and sending us your own matchup ideas. And the support helps us make even more death battle. So thank
Sick.
you for being a champion.
I do. I could destroy half a city.
All right, the combatants
Yeah, well.
are set, and we've run the data through all
I
possibilities.
guess to be fair,
It's
Shigaraki
time
took
for
out
a
an entire
death
city also, right?
battle!
All right, I don't know. I'm gonna say I'll still say Mahito, but now I'm not 100% sure. Oh! All right, god damn! Coming out guns hot, bro. Oh! Oh. All right, the animation's looking pretty good.
I'd heard of a
I think this is the same as the.
these parts. My organization is going to tear this putrid world down around us.
The Gojo
We could
versus
use a freak of your talents. Little old me. Do I want to be king of the social rejects? How about I bring them your head instead?
They're both cringe.
By me. Let's call this your audition. Sick 'em.
Eh. Sick 'em, boys! I was expecting to see some no moves or whatever the fuck they're called. Doo-doos. Oh! Oh, yep. Oh, yep, alright. Oh! Oh, the fingers. Yeah. Woo! Oh! Game!
Did you actually just say that?
What? Oh! Oh! He had it in his mouth. Oh! Alright, that was pretty good. Oh! Give him a little kissy! Oh! 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 Oh, what's up? Give him the right there, Fred. Oh, shit.
Audition over. Did I get the part?
Oh, that was a good shot. Oh, no, not the train. Get Mahito off this train. Ooh! One punch!
What a rush!
The voice acting's pretty good. Oh my god. Oh no, okay, he's in this floor room. Oh man. This fucking music in the background. That sounds like some Devil May Cry shit. Oh man, yo, this battle's sick. Oh,
expansion.
Yeah. I always love the domain expansion animation.
You're just a scared little boy whose daddy is mean and wants to make it everyone else's problem.
Yeah,
Grow
I
up.
do. Oh no. I mean, don't get me wrong. I hope Shigaraki wins, cause I fucking hate. Oh, yeah. Oh, he's like a Sakuna. That's funny. That's what I was thinking was gonna happen. I was thinking about All For One being the one though. Okay.
I felt your soul too.
Okay, I think Shigaraki's gonna win.
Born that way.
Where you going, pussy?
Totally random.
He's like the rabbit. The snowstorm. Where you going, bitch? I'm the wolf. Where you going? There he goes.
You grow up.
Oh no! Mahito, what happened? All that shit talking, bro. Man, he went out like a pussy
What did
too.
I say, Wiz? Like a bitch.
With their complex
Like a
power
bitch.
sets, this match was a puzzle
Wait,
to figure
I
out.
love that he was like, I don't care. Everything's bullshit.
Survivability and their powers.
But first,
That's
let's
all.
address one
That's
thing.
Mahito's whole
But
thing. Is just like, I
Shigaraki
don't care,
can't
whatever.
see Mahito.
Everything
He's
sucks. So
invisible
why does
person.
anything matter? And then he just runs away like a pussy when he's about to die. Yeah, that's what.
Be able to see
You
curses
deserve a spit
However,
on the ashes.
even regular humans can spontaneously develop the ability to see curses in life and death scenarios. And with the search quirk, Shigaraki would have had no problem tracking it.
So seeing Mahito wouldn't have been an issue. With that out of the way, we can jump into their stats.
This was no contest. Despite the disaster curses being able to
Well,
destroy entire
yeah.
cities with their cursed energy,
Shigaraki is way more skilled in
Bakugo meant
combat,
he
for
was
sure.
calculably millions of times stronger.
He was faster too, considering he could react to light beams, while Mahito's
I was relying on
flash
Mahito's
out
ability
nearly
to
1,000
just
times the speed of
reform
sound.
anybody, but
Nothing to
I didn't think
combat,
about that.
but Shiggy was
All For One would not let that
1,000
happen.
times faster. Shigaraki takes stats.
But survivability was a little trickier to figure out.
Yep, in terms of raw durability, Shigaraki was a lot tougher, and his ability to generate new
Is it gonna be
flash
all
meant that
three
he could
for-
heal any wounds he might receive super easy.
However, Mahito
Okay.
is a curse and is immune to the kind of overwhelming physical physical damage Shigaraki could dish out.
Right.
Not only that, Mahito's regenerative ability via idol transfiguration meant that he'd come back from anything short of spiritual damage.
If only Shigaraki was there before, you know, Nanami and...
He should actually get the edge in survivability.
Okay.
Which presents a crucial question. Could Shigaraki even kill a curse like Mahito?
I guess he can.
Or would Mahito's unkillability...
That was my
give him
question,
the
like,
time
how would he-
needed to eventually put Shiggy down with idol transfiguration?
It all comes
Oh yeah,
down
the
to their
JJK
powers.
people are gonna be
Shigaraki had
upset.
a lot more variety with all of the crazy quirks
All for one saved my
collected over
mental
all the
health.
years, but none that we know of could properly kill a curse. That didn't mean idol transfiguration was
Nah,
a
all my
surefire
homies
bet
hate
either,
Mahito,
though.
even if you love
Shigaraki's
JJK.
vestiges served as a
Y'all should be
spiritual
happy.
shield for the
Mahito's a
effects of
menace.
idol transfiguration.
Motherfuckers would be
The
upset that
fact
Mahito did all that horrible
targeting
shit and
Sukuna
JJK
while
and then be
attacking
upset that he
Yuji
got
meant
killed
that
in
he
this.
couldn't target specific souls inside a person.
See now, if
Shiggy has
Sukuna was
hundreds of
versing
soul-like
All For
enemies
One,
inside
then it would
of
be a
him.
different
Each one
story,
down
I'm sure.
means he loses a quirk,
Which actually would
but
be a
that's
sick
more
fight.
than enough time to land a single hit with Decay. Especially
Dude, the animation was
considering how
really
much
great.
faster
They really
Shiggy
fucking...
is.
And Mahito
They
has
got cracked
no
down
way
on that
to
one.
defend against
That's good.
Shigaraki's primary quirk. Decay has affected spiritual beings.
Oh
in
yeah,
the
for
past.
sure. Yeah.
Again,
It was very
vestiges.
Omni-Man versus
In fact,
Homelander.
he was able to damage Deku's vestige and have that damage transferred
Oh, is
to
this
the
a-
Deku
oh, wait,
in
this
the
might be a
real
spoiler.
world.
don't know
Mahito
what
may
he's
be
talking
made
about,
of
so-
spirit energy, but he still
Oh,
has
so
a
that-
physical form.
say something
In
about
fact,
Deku.
sorcerers that couldn't
Getting damage?
naturally target the
Alright,
soul
I think we're good.
were able to fight him on even footing. No reason to think Shiggy wouldn't decay him like everyone else.
Giving
they did that.
Shigaraki the third and final edge. It was a unique duel to the death, but
First
Shigaraki's
one,
overwhelming might,
protection,
unstoppable powers,
the world.
and deadly decay spelled the end for the disaster curse.
Oh man, he only
Nothing
had
else to say.
one
You
positive.
really gotta hand it to Shigaraki.
The winner
Oh, his
is
positive
Komura
actually also
Shigaraki.
was a negative.
Next
That's
time
crazy.
on
All right,
Death Battle.
who we got? Doomslayer. No. Maybe? Yes! Let's go! Yes, yes, yes!
Subscribe
Oh, I've been
and
waiting
join
for this
November
one!
to see more Death
Oh,
Battle. Thanks for watching.
yes! Master Chief versus Doomslayer, yes! Oh, I can't wait for that one. Oh, yes, that's the one. I mean, they've already done that one, but it's outdated as fuck. That was before the Doom 2016 game came out. Maybe they should have waited a few more months for Doom the Dark Ages to come out, though. I just thought about that. Maybe they should have waited. Nah, fuck that. I want to see it now. I don't give a shit. Nah, there's no way Master Chief will win now. Dude, you don't know shit about the Doom War now. There's no way. I know, hey, book Master Chief is overpowered. I get it. There's no way after all the shit Doomslayer does in the last two games. But who knows? Yeah, I would have said there's no way Shigaraki's gonna win until they described it. I'm like, all right, well maybe we'll. I don't know. Doomslayer gonna be the game's version now of Omni. Oh yeah. Omnilander. Is that the name they give that fight? Anyway, nah, why they gotta do my boy Chief like that? Yo, Chief's fucking done. Who knows? If they go with book version of Chief, which they will, book version of Chief I always heard is extremely overpowered. Like he's ridiculous. But we'll see. We'll see. Oh, you just made it up? Okay. Bro, check Doomslayer versus Kratos by Official Divines. Doomslayer was so hyped in that video. Oh, is he? Okay, maybe I'll have to watch that one then. Doomslayer versus Kratos is crazy. I don't know why those are two fighting each other. I guess Doomslayer kills demons and Kratos kills gods. Alright, well, fair enough. They'll go for the live action Master Chief. And I guess technically Doomslayer also kills gods. Especially if you played that they'll go for well, if it's the live action Master Chief, then yeah, Doomslayer, it's not even gonna be it will be a 3-second fight. Master Cheeks is gonna whip out his butthole and then fucking Doomslayer will rock the shotgun right up his ass. Oh yeah, so we'll have 3 weeks for that one. Because it's every 3 weeks now, right? Right? Because next week will be a thing. Is it every 3 weeks? It is, right? No, I'm actually, King Gamer, I'm actually going to head out. I need to watch the new solo leveling episode. Because I was actually going to watch that, and then this Death Battle came out early. So, alright, that was a great battle. That was a really great battle, actually. I gotta give him credit. The animation there was fucking really good. Like, oh yeah, I'm gonna have to reload it. That was some good battling. Animation was great. I just want to see that ending again. Just real quick.
Scared little boy whose daddy grow.
I just want to see him run away like a little pussy.
Born that way. Totally random.
Yeah, where you going? Where you going, pussy? Where you going, pussy? Come here. Yeah, go grow your little fucking cartoon feet. Come here.
You grow up.
Pussy, get out of here. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, bro. I love how they had to have this fight take place in a subway. Of course. Great battle. Don't show this to Mappa. Yeah, they'll be like, what the fuck? Well, I mean, I guess... honestly, he probably went out more embarrassingly in the actual anime, to be fair, so... same animator who did Bowser vs. Eggman. I'm assuming it's the same animator that did, Gojo versus, Makima? Is that her name? Dude, it's been so long since Chainsaw Man came out now. I'm starting to forget things. They better come up with that next fucking movie soon. The OST is called Skin. Yeah, I heard the vocals a little bit. It was reminding me of a Devil May Cry song a little bit. Anyway, that was a good ass battle. Oh, sorry if y'all just joined right now when I just showed the ending there. I just noticed the viewer count went way up. Sorry if you just joined. I just spoiled the ending. Well, yeah, well, I mean, what are you gonna do? Yeah, well, what are you gonna do? I didn't realize. Anyway, that was good shit.